Hello Leo, and welcome back to New Hope Tarot, where we will be doing your reading for the week of March 17th through March 24th. I have meditated upon the cards and I have pre-shuffled, but as always, I will shuffle live. During meditation, Spirit did show me a slash, like 3 slashes, as if like something was tearing into something. It reminded me of Wolverine, like how Wolverine slashes with his 3 knives, like claw knives. And what I got the sense of is, and pardon me as I adjust my seat, I got the sense of rebellion or strength, and loner. Maybe all 3, I don't know, but that was the energy that I got for you, my dear Leos. And okay, my cards just dropped, so one moment. Let's see what we have. Wild. Oh, and lightness. That's funny. Okay, wild. May you express all that you are. Well, that's very fitting. And then lightness. May the light lift you to the surface. Very, very interesting. I'm getting a duality here with both cards. The wild is, oh, you know what? Interesting. So before I got the slashes, I got the symbol for Pisces, which is, well, you'll see it on the post, but I was getting a sense of buoyancy with that energy, but it quickly went away, and then it came to this slash. I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe, they didn't mean to give me that, because I had just previously done Pisces. So I was like, well, maybe that's what that was. But now the duality makes sense, because I completely disregarded it because it came and it went. So very interesting. So here's what I'm getting so far. I have not gotten the tarot yet, but the energies that I'm getting immediately is that there's definitely some duality. I feel like there is a sense of placidness, but it gets overridden by this wildness that you have within you, like this sense of, I don't know if you feel like you need to break free from something, or like you have a lot of structure and then all of a sudden, well, I need to be free. I need to break out of this. Or there's a sense of calmness, and then all of a sudden something internally, something raw makes you feel like you need to lash out. I know that's the energies that I'm getting here. I don't know how this reading is going to go at this point, but I'm just getting like this mood going back and forth, my darlings. So let's see. It's funny, and Pisces is a water sign, and you, my darling Leos, are a fire sign. So I can completely see how how this is completely opposite of one another. But I honestly, what I'm getting is that this can definitely be balanced out, because they are each other's counterparts. And if in balance, then you're able to have both in this very smooth transition, and you're able to bring both up within your life where it's appropriate, and you're able to balance it all out. All right. But I'm getting the sense that it's either over wild or over calm, and I feel like there needs to be some sort of balance here. Let's find out what your cards are saying. Let's see, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 10 of Cups in reverse. and we have the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay. All right, my darlings, what I'm seeing here is that you may have been calm in the past and you try to keep your ish together, but I feel like the lack of or the unhappiness that is happening right now really kind of takes over your emotions, and I feel like that's how you get turned upside down. That's what I'm seeing here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles is about lack of money or lack of opportunity, and the Ten of Cups in reverse is about an unhappy home or lack of security. Maybe you feel like you have a lack of security because you have a lack of money, right? But the Six of Cups here is about, and I did say Six of Cups in reverse, right? Anyways, it's in reverse. This is saying let go of the past and focus on the future. But also this is saying this is something that you're going to have to grow through, right? Grow through, not go through, but grow through, right? Sometimes we have to learn, and I know it sucks. Nobody likes to hear this nonsense, right? Why did I have to go through such a difficult time? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I don't know why you had to. Lord knows I've gone through a whole bunch of difficult times, and turns out later on, I looked back and go, damn, that was hard. But if I did not go through that, I wouldn't have this right now, and things of that nature. But, hindsight, right, is 2020, and going through it doesn't give you the clarity that looking back gives you, right? And you know what, with this wild and lightness, maybe this is about you going through rough times, but then later on seeing the calmness and getting the clarity behind all the craziness that's occurring, okay? So take it how it resonates. This is a general reading. Pardon me. Your cards have been jumping out like water here, or like fish out of water is what I meant to say. We have the Three of Pentacles and we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, fantastic. So the Three of Pentacles is about building, and this can be about working with others or a third party or things of that nature. Really, the Three of Cups is about third party, but I don't read that way. What I get in this particular card is you building something stable. You taking this Ace of Pentacles and building it into Three of Pentacles. And yes, this might not sound like a big jump from 1 to 3, but literally you just tripled. And then when you go from 3 to 9, that's tripling again. Or if you go from 3 to 6, it doesn't sound like a huge jump, but literally if you go from 3 to 6, it's doubling, right? And if you go from 3 to 9, again, it doesn't appear to be a huge jump, but you just tripled your number, right? Or whatever it is you have. So what I'm getting in this reading is that instead of a lack mentality, what this saying is like, focus on what you have and how you're able to build it. Although it might be building it slowly, it's still building something stable, which is what you're looking to have, because right now you don't have anything stable from what the cards are saying, right? And you're looking for some sort of stability. With the Eight of Cups here, this is saying that you need to make changes in the way you think, changes in the way you approach things, changes in possibly where you're working. Maybe where you're working, it's not bringing enough finances, or maybe you just need to change departments, right? Maybe you're working on a side project and you need to change the way you are doing something in order for this to work. I don't know your specific situation. This is a general reading, but the Eight of Cups here is saying a change needs to occur, because what happens after the Eight of Cups? The Nine of Cups happens, which is the not a wish fulfillment, but very close to the wish fulfillment, very close to the Ten of Cups energy, right? So this is saying change, flip how you are seeing things so that you are able to see the positives instead of the negatives, right? So you can see the lightness instead of the wildness, all the turbulence that might be happening right now. That's the energy that I'm getting here. Spirit wants me to get an oracle card from a different deck. And this is a deck that I think I've only used once since I received them. So we'll see what happens here. Let's see. And this one. Okay. Goblins. Okay. So what I'm getting here, number one, it's the number 5, which is change. This is about change. And by the way, it landed in between the 3 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups, which is 5, right? That's the difference between the two, is 5. So a change definitely needs to happen. In order for this change to happen, and in order for you to start building towards your stability, you need to change the goblins of your mind. Those goblins that steal the positive light. And that's what I'm getting from this particular card. Don't allow either those around you or your inner goblins to try to steal the positivity that is shining through. Yes, it might not be a lot of light, right? It might be mainly dark, but you know what? 30% light versus 70% darkness, there's still light in there. And the more you allow light to come in, the more it'll flood. Because once you allow that light, it'll start flooding in and it'll overcome the darkness. This is saying with this Goblins card is let go of what's robbing you of your happiness. You have to let this go, my darling Leos. All right? That's what I'm seeing here. And I'm just looking at your cards to see if there's anything else. No, okay, there isn't anything else, but Spirit does want me to get tarot for advice. What advice do we have for, wow, okay, the Star. That was really fast, the Star. All right, and one more card here for advice for Leo. Page of Wands, and they want me to go one more. Okay, one more. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Okay, so we have 2 pages here. You have to allow for new beginnings. You have to get creative with the way you're thinking in order for this solid this solid beginning to happen, this solid offer to come in. I'm not saying, that you're going to be gloating or anything or have this false sense of confidence. I don't want you to go around pretending that you're happy when you really aren't. What this is saying is that you have to manage both inner and outer world, right? Both the inner world with the Page of Wands, which is about creativity, your inner self, and the Page of Pentacles, which is the material world. Manage those. With the Star, this is about hope and faith, right? So in conjunction, when I'm reading all of them together, is that have faith that both your inner world and outer world are going to be in alignment, and things will come to the proper fruition when it is time. But you have to believe that this is going to come to fruition. You have to believe it, and you have to let the star be your guide. Matter of fact, in all three of these images, there is darkness, but there is hints of light. And you have to focus on the light. Can't focus on the darkness. So this is saying, have faith. Focus on the light. Don't focus on the dark. It's no different than the goblins. Don't allow don't allow these thieves to rob you of the light, of all the goodness. And then we have the advice, don't focus on the good. Focus on the light. Sometimes when you're in the dark, and you look out, it might be super dark, but you have that bright star up there. Allow that to navigate you towards your faith and towards your hope. Have hope that you will come back into your own stability financially, emotionally, whatever that looks like for you. Stability looks different for everybody, but overall, this is saying balance everything out. Balance the inner world and the outer world, right? Again, no difference from this Ace of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, both in reverse. You feel like you have a lack of finance and a lack of stability, like an unhappy home, or, like you did not get your wish fulfillment of whatever. But because we have both of these, this is saying you have a new beginning. A new beginning is able to start within both of these realms if you only hope and have faith that it will. But in order for it to happen, you have to scare off these goblins. And there's only one person that can scare off these goblins, and that is yourself. You have to get rid of the wild. And here's the reality. You're not always going to get rid of the wild, right? The wild will always be there. It might be more tame, and it might be overcome or settled by the lightness, but isn't necessarily going to completely go away, right? So again, this isn't necessarily about, you faking it until you make it. This is about seeing it for what it is and then working your way through it, clawing your way out of this with faith and in hope, and the appreciation that with the small things that you're doing, the changes will happen. All right, my darlings? Until we meet again, I hope this reading did resonate. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment. I love reading the comments. All right, bye.